So a very good afternoon to our beloved teacher, Miss FARSANA, and to my beloved friends. By the way, my name is Keane, and I'm from DPH Port 18. So today the topic that I would like to discuss regarding about my individual assignment would be abbreviations and acronyms. So an abbreviation, what is an abbreviation? So an abbreviation from the Latin brevis, which means short, is a shortened form of a word or a phrase by any method. So it may consist of a group of letters or words taken from the full version of the word or a phrase. So the truth is, you're probably already doing this. Like, for example, have you ever said USA instead of United States of America? So if so, then you're definitely using abbreviations when speaking. So the common abbreviations that were used in work, for example, ETA, which means estimated time of arrival. So normally we used to say like, what is the ETA on that report you were writing? Besides that, TBA is also being used, like which means to be announced or to be advised. So for example, the date for the big client meeting is still TBA, right? TBA means to be announced. So by the way, which means BTW, by the way, the boss needs you in her office in 5 minutes. So these are some of the examples of the abbreviations that were used in work. So how about the abbreviations that we use in the daily life? For example, BFF, which means best friends forever, or DIY, which means do it yourself, and also DMs. For example, if you're using Instagram, you're probably known for this abbreviation, which means DM. Okay? DM, that is which means direct message. So these are the main examples of the abbreviations that we use in our daily life. So how about acronyms? Acronyms is a word or name formed from the initial components of a longer name or phrase. So for example, as we know, the disease known as AIDS, it is an acronym, which means acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Besides that, NASA is also an acronym for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So they assist in making manuscripts easy to read and understand. So additionally, they help in meeting the strict word count targets, avoiding the repetition of the words, thereby making the text easy to read. So that is why they use acronyms. So some people might get confused between the differences of abbreviations and also acronyms. So how actually there are several differences which I must state right now. So for the definition, right, acronyms refers to the new word formed from the first letters of the series of words, while abbreviation, which refers to any shortened form of a word or a phrase. In pronunciation, acronyms pronounce as a word, while abbreviations how abbreviations are pronounced. Initialisms are not pronounced as a word, right? So in formation, abbreviations they are not necessarily formed from the first words, the first letters, while acronyms, they are formed from the first letters of a series of words. For example, as we know, for acronyms such as laser, scuba, NATO, UNICEF, and AIDS, right? And how about abbreviations? It would be Mr., Doesn't, SEO, Ref, Govt, and etc. Right? So in the English writing, the first time if you use an abbreviation, you put it in the parenthesis after the entire phrase. So after that, you can keep using the acronym. So when using the acronym, remember that the entire phrase should only be capitalized if it is a proper noun. For example, the name of the organization. So that is one of the examples, right, in the English writing. So that is all from me. Thank you for listening.